Now smokes go out. Heaven taken care of. And here's where they start to push in. HiGHLiGHTS, big pressure on his shoulders. They're quite flashed out. The T's are falling apart, and all of a sudden, there's nothing to be said about K23. No.
And they'll come into this one with the Glocks. Next round, they'll have something more to work with. But for now, it'll be a complete mowdown in Connector. Copenhagen Flames get some of these feel-good frags.
Yeah, just bring out the mops and buckets. Stick it out till the very end here. No. It starts burning at his feet. It starts chipping away at his health, and HiGHLiGHTS, in the meantime, will be able to take his teammate and use him as...
timed incendiary as well. There's surely no time to get this bomb down. Bird from Sky flanking around too as they pressure in. They found the kill, 3v3, but have they got time to get this C4 down? Of course not. X5 finds the frag. They funnel onto the site, but the round's over. It's done.
So tough for the T's because now they're not going to have...
On Overpass, the double AWP was very prevalent, and TMB was a monster with it. HiGHLiGHTS finds the opening, though.
Oh, man, that could have been an opening that goes unpunished, but TMB gets caught out. To play around the smoke, he's calling in for reinforcements, but anytime he can buy is great. X5, in the meantime, will take away Rouse as well, and all of a sudden, the Flames are entirely locked out.
Being pressured down, Molly deployed. HiGHLiGHTS, oh my goodness, he's not going to get out of there alive. Shot's not connected. But they've got so much leg room here.
Oh, Borup, even through the flash, even through the smoke, he's able to get one. And again, it's just a matter of buying time, and he just might have, because ETs could be in a bit of trouble. Smoke's starting to fade now, though. There it is, the duel comes to light. TMB rips apart ahead, and he's still huddling around close by. Bomb dropped in Monster, and this is just so uncomfortable if you're the T's. Look at how much space they've been able to get as the CT side, but luckily for them...
For quite some time now, Copenhagen Flames have started to question if they've gone elsewhere. As Clack starts to work his way up, that's a huge kill, 2v2. But is there time?
No.
Jo flies onto the site. Surely this is denied. No, Clack stops it.
Oh, I love that awareness there from Clax, and this could just be it. Bird from Sky in a 1-on-2, switches over to the knife to try to get the drop on a short player.
To your right, my friend, as soon as it fades, you're in trouble. And there it is, freebie for Rouse, that's fantastic.
Chances of following up as well. Copenhagen Flames will not shy away from that opportunity, and that's a crispy one again from Rawls. Boost to the economy of the CTs. Maybe Clax gets away with one, right? But no, not even that.
You'll swing your way the round with it.
Oh, Bird from Sky. Great flash from TMP. He had with X5 pushing up early. It's taken away. Bird from Sky. Here comes the farm. Here comes the good old HLTV farmer. It's not much, but it's honest work.
It's a tickle of damage from that Molly. Has to fall away. HiGHLiGHTS, look at his position here. That's beautiful.
Yeah, Claxon instantly denies out having the T side advantage right now. TMB. Ooh, that's a big whiff, and that might just be the A side being open for business, and Raijin instantly capitalizes on Rouse.
Sky regressing, just about gets the timing. Might actually be able to wrap here as Deviser thinks it's clear, goes to throw a nade, but from Sky you need to turn around, they're right next to you. He peeks in, this is maybe a little over-aggressive, but at least he gets the info. And now 2v2.
Oh, if Bora peeks into the long, that would change everything for the T's, but right now they simply cannot find a crack. HiGHLiGHTS taking his sweet time, just waiting it out. Jo into the crosses. HiGHLiGHTS knows that the last player is an opper. He needs to play to stay alive for long enough. Nate can try to catch him out. HiGHLiGHTS moves forward, and that is beautiful footwork. Got onto HiGHLiGHTS. Ideal conditions for K23 to make this work. X5 all the way in after that AWP has been taken care of.
Only flashbangs here, though, for the Flames. Kits on every man, so they're going to go for this, but a little bit out of position.
They've got the money to make it work. Rawls, first man in, takes care of the player on truck, and suddenly it's a 4-on-2. Can still be done, though, because Jo's lingering around. He's gotten the first as they start to tap the bomb. Rawls loses life as well, but the reinforcements can't come in time.
Huge.
The bomb's been interrupted. TMB. Those are just signs of desperation there at the end because there's nothing you can do about the bomb going off. Attention that comes over towards Monster. Smoke deploy, the T's getting hungry, the T's getting ready to push, and Deviser gets one. Borup tries to tuck himself away, but he's been spotted as he goes for a TMB. Nice little spray down, but he narrowly misses out on the second player. Rawls now moving in, has chipped them down to just 3 men.
Yeah, it's a huge shame from Rouse. But with Deviser finding that headshot, I think that's probably the final nail in the coffin. Barrel being spotted. Raijin actually whiffs the shot, but Deviser can trade it, and he'll be able to go out with only 20 HP there. Early pick. Oh, it's so fast from HiGHLiGHTS. That's actually dropped the bomb as well. If you have no equity towards A, and taking that early casualty means it's back to winning ways. Back over towards the B site as X5 finds the entry.
From Sky has still managed to keep himself scarce. But with Jail's first frag, now they've got to start to recuperate their losses. Defizer takes away one, but they're so low on HP on the T side. Clax, Defizer, X5, all of them away. A couple bullets. HiGHLi trying to find them. Gets up on top of the box. Bird from Sky has to be the big difference maker here because he's got that rifle. Has the advantage of having multiple bullets, but HiGHLi dishes out a lot of damage anyway. Defizer peeking out now from short, but that's a big whiff that he needed to get the flames.
Oh, pretty crazy here for Copenhagen Flames, in fact. All 5 members pushing up, and oh, that's messy. A blender. But it does go the Flames' way.
He'll need to get past the obstacle that is X5, but he is flashed out of his mind. Assaulted from 2 different angles there, and Defizer already... Bird from Sky goes straight to the Molotov. That's going to be a little unorthodox, and they're not going to expect it. The entire bomb site spick and span unless...
Winning this one here at least gives them an opportunity to take it in regulation, even if it's only a small one. Defizer opening up the door with a good man advantage. First time in a while that K23 have been able to take the man advantage untraded. Not for long, though. HiGHLi bites back.
Monster is going to be big. TMB had an opportunity there. Nearly drops the ball, but he's at least able to find one before he'll eventually kneel. Towards A. HiGHLi is meant to be the prong that keeps him on the B site. There it is, though. Raijin has a little nook, and he quickly...
For long, expecting them to come his way. So unfortunate that the HiGHLi couldn't whiz Jewel over towards the B bomb site. He had a brilliant position for it. But Jo, too quick. Flames have had no interest on A. They've had all their success towards this beta bomb site. Clax this time, though.
Pfizer playing far back. Barrels player can't be collected, and X5 is still lingering around the boxes. The only player that has been left unchecked, but I think they have an idea of this. Nice little one-way. X5 creeps up on top of the box, gets 2 players, and Raijin can clean up the remaining pieces. BNB, Tested Eagle. I think X5 might have spotted this. Peeking out. Headshots waiting for him around the corner, and DT's ahead if they do decide to push in. J-Yo knows where all's coming from. Orthodox play there, and now the Flames might want to press the issue 3v5, but man, it's like walking into a meat grinder when you've got no time. Bird from Sky, big with the P250, but actually taking care of Jo here is nearly an impossibility. Headshot to come through, and now they're just grasping at straws as they try to get the bomb down. No chance at all, and they'll be lucky to even get away with their lives here.
It looks like they will. Couple of nice headshots though. X5, Jo just closing this one out. But from Sky
setup they have though, there's not a chance they expect Jo to be right around. HiGHLi as he switches off from the angle. Jo's going to start becoming relevant. Comes out for a second as well, and this man has been going above and beyond for this comeback. Switching over to the USP. Bird from Sky should be able to take care of this, but quite a few whiffs.
Nice kill from Bird from Sky. Bore up with one as well. Turns the situation short. Perfect angle to shut this down. Or crosses. Bullet is all that's required. And a second one needed onto Bore up. Get that con control. Get Bore up right up monster. They've conditioned K23 into not expecting it. And now routes can go absolutely huge. A double kill.
Anything away from the attempt at the comeback that K23 have been making so far. But this kind of damage might be a little if he falls. The most important member right now for K23 facilitating the comeback could have fallen with the first skill. Still has a chance to stay alive, stay afloat. He gets almost away with a third. Perhaps the nade catches HiGHLi. Only 1 point of health, but J.U. has already done his job. He gets 1 and 2. HiGHLi.
Complicated. X5 up on top of the bin. Borok, you've spotted him. X5 so slow to react there. But HiGHLi left with 3 points of health. Nothing he can do. Raijin pulls the trigger too early. But does swap out to the Deagle and will find him. Big round from...
Oh man, this is going to be way faster here from the T side. Borup and Rawls both with a kill each. Defizer, though, had been left unchecked, but not for long. TMB bullet. That op not really suited for a multi-kill retake of that sort. Nice shot with the Deagle. But from Sky, though, peeks out, nearly gets a collat, and J.O.'s out on an island trying to find both players, but Rawls will put him in the graveyard. 16 to 12, and the Flames have...
Fast presence outside. They tried to cross the secret.
Oh, that's rough if you're Clax. And that could be the segue into Copenhagen Flames winning their 3rd pistol round in a row. Defizer, a little sloppy on the aim duel with the pistol, but at least he's able to bounce back on
The
it.
Flames have got a good shot at this. Their pistol round conversion rate is just insane. J.O.'s timing was perfect, but
Flames, they know they're very comfortable on this map. They've been able to beat out K23 on their own, and now things are starting to pile on. The pressure's starting to build up. Solitary defender will be big.
Or Regent could have had an opportunity to find a multi-kill there. Instead, he's only good for the one. But X5 needs to deliver, and all he can do is the same kind of damage. One and done. Jo wants to deny this plant. Gets the timing. It's good. And Borop leaves him alone there. No control towards the ramp. Jo's able to clear cabinet. For Borop, spots a backpack. Bit of damage for Denade. Brilliant. For the 2v2, TMB with another. Jo left in the 1v2. And with 4 seconds on the clock, there's no time to get as well, so the Galil's still deadly. As Rouse starts to press forward, Rage in secret can pounce up. Big headshot to find, man advantage.
Nice little kill onto TMB from Clax. And by the time the Flames make it to the lower bomb site, it's already pretty much a package deal as far as their HP is concerned. Bird from Sky, flashbang out. Raijin not been spotted. Only a little bit of damage before he falls, but this is actually doable. Just need to get the bomb down, but Jo is going to be so difficult to get past. Once again, the man responsible for getting the bomb denied, and this time around they're not going to be able to deny it, but still the round goes their way. The question is whether he can actually deliver a fruitful victory over here. Ooh, and great opener from Rawls, and that actually takes out on the garage player having crossed over isn't there, but X5 catches a glimpse. Oh, that is dirty. That is dirty. Clax should have been able to get the kill, and the T's have already made it into the...
Nice to rain over. Big headshot from Borop. Yeah, you can see. Oh, Raging trying to retake it, but of course, the fencing just gets in his way.
Over towards outside as well. It's going to be very difficult to get past this. Oh, that is dirty from Rawls. Barely even saw that on Defizer's POV. And the next victim could be X5. Big K's coming his way. Headshot to protect himself. But man, 2 rifles are simply not enough to carry into the next round, even if they do manage to save them cleanly. Flashbang out. X5 only able to collect one before he eventually falls. And TMB pretty much cleans everything up. If you're a fan of the CTs right now. The big chunky nade to start things. Immediately... the damage being compensated for by Borop. Jo, there's nothing you can do about this train coming at you. And they're going to start to get run over one by one. Defizer in a bit of a scuffle. Clax right from behind the fake vents is able to find 3. Borop, though, quickly brings it all together. Comes down to the one-on-one. That bomb gets planted. Yeah, X5 should be ready for it. That is clean. Or instead, watch this aggression from Copenhagen Flames. Slowly taking control of outside. TMB stops any lobby pushes, and Jo's going to have to be the big one as they start crossing over.
Needs to fly in, Jo with the opening, but instantly traded.
So Defizer in a very difficult duel there, but he still manages to win that one out, courtesy of pure aim. But the Flames slowly dropping. Cawley stays alive for long enough for the bomb to go down, and that is good enough for him. Aggression, Jo waiting outside. He's always been so dynamic with playing these angles. And the Shadow's going to be good enough for them to be betrayed. 2 kills for the man for the price of 1. And he's like...
the man advantage already. Spotted TMB towards Hut, but doesn't want to commit to the fight as regardless. He's found one elsewhere. Defizer needed to win that duel. And missing out brings things into a 2-on-2. Make that a 2-on-1 as TMB drive.
Information on one of these players. He knows exactly where Bird from Sky is, and Bird will peek out. Takes a little bit too long on the rotation, but X5, he's just going to stick it. He knows that he's got the best shot here possible because TMB is simply not ready for that position.
A lot of pressure on it here for K23. Even though they've been winning the rounds, it feels like they haven't had a break. They haven't had a freebie against pistols or an eco.
Certainly makes things easier. Raijin, oh man, he's going to have to hit some big shots with the op. Unfortunately, he simply can't do that.
Through the top of those steps, so didn't do the damage that was required. Pressure in to try and take care of these saving rifles. Only good for 1, but...
can't afford to lose this round, and they can't afford to lose Jo outside. Great little flashbang from Bird from Sky allows for Rawls to have a bit more space, but it's something that's not been capitalized on. Ragent. Oh my goodness, where did X5 even come from? I didn't even spot him around the smoke. Suddenly everything's falling apart for the T's, and TMB and Rawls are trying to get desperate on the 2v3. Just TMB. It's crazy to me, Josh, that this is where they're finally starting to throw a spanner in the works, right? Previously, I talked about how Jay
constantly getting down secret. Finally, they realize it, though. Nice little bit of timing from Klax there. It's a perfect opening headshot. Early down secret as well. Has worked brilliantly for them. With Klax taking another, it looks like K23 might be able to make this. Now looking to play around. Spots him, wins the duel. This becomes doable.
With the Molotov especially. Barrel spotted, Klax. Oh, that is great positioning from him. Immediately reaggresses as he spots the barrel. And there's nothing that the Flames could have said about this. Burt from Sky, the only prong that could have made a difference has fallen, and so has HiGHLiGHTS. 8-7 K23 victory if they want to give themselves some fighting chance. Into mini they go. Quite a bit of space being collected. The garage player still not being taken care of, but triple down from the CTs. Their positionings have been great.
Bless him. Not even a flashbang, it's a decoy, but they'll use it to get out. Klax and Raging with 2 kills. And I think that's actually going to seal the round. HiGHLiGHTS, 1 on 3, picks up the kit. Nice headshot, can follow up with another here. All of a sudden, this gets interesting.
There's a kit, and it's up against a pistol. Very doable for HiGHLiGHTS and X5. You know, he's just got to go for it. Stops the bomb.
Right up close and personal, playing a very dangerous game. TMB spotted him. He's got the support and rails. That's huge.
Man, I love that. Rawls has got such incredible bait from a teammate. Jo, though, he's equalized the numbers, and it's time for the CTs to step up if they wanted to deny these pushes coming into garage. The scout suddenly becoming relevant from HiGHLiGHTS, and that's if you're K23, you're going to have to spend a lot of time just making sure that there's nobody waiting for you on the other end on some kind of unorthodox angle, but Klax being the last man standing. Big task. Okay. Didn't think that was even possible. Ramp angle as soon as the CT started to push through, and that is a whole lot of information. The T's can't do anything about it. They're starting to be pressed up in 2 different angles. Borup wins his duel as well, and look at the backstab coming through. What can Klax and X5 even do? It's a matter of just getting the damage done, but it's simply not there. Fires off that shot. How did that not connect? I'm not sure, but HiGHLiGHTS missing quite a few. It doesn't matter too much, though, because Borup is there for the recovery. Gets a kill, and he knows he can just back off safely. Give his teammates a fighting chance to help him out. And he's done quite a bit of damage before he falls. Rawls on top of the silo, gets 1 before he eventually falls, and HiGHLiGHTS already over towards the ace site without the bomb. He's going to be a bit disconnected from the action. Individually.
The angle means that Klax can just isolate it. He spotted him as well, so the pre-fire is perfect. Klax doing a hell of a job here.
And, K23 still keeping their head above water.
HiGHLiGHTS down on the steps, though, should be able to find this opening as TMB finds one elsewhere. That's such a good start.
HiGHLiGHTS, they don't have too much of an in into any of these bomb sites. So they're essentially waiting for the CTs to make any mistakes, but that is not something that comes delivered from HiGHLiGHTS. Instead, he will look flawless.
This could be massive. They already know where he is. They're pressuring forward for this kill, and there it is. It's brilliant.
Are they even going to check for him, though? HiGHLiGHTS being such a menace that they're not going to have the mental fortitude to keep that in the back of their mind. If they start to aggress now, I'm sure they don't have the mental bandwidth to be able to process the fact that there might be someone up close as well. Actually, Jo's going to be careful about it. So away. Smoke into mini, they're going to start progressing into secret. X5 is able to find 1 before he eventually falls. Rawls brings it down to just the 2 members, though. I think they get away with about what? Yeah, 3,800, 4,400 on the best.
Huge.
Okay, I like the fact that they're being proactive with their outside control, but the fact that Rawls gets away with that kill on Jo through the smoke, that is a disaster. TMB won't be great either. Klax just trying to be a menace individually. Great shot from him on the player on fake vents. And they need to continue showing signs of greatness. Still a big advantage. Burt from Sky taking his name a little too literally. Ooh, Raijin can actually go really big here because there's a corner in the smoke that's been left unaccounted, and suddenly they have to deal with a player. But yeah, this is where they want to double down. Borup starting to come through. Headshot on the Tech 9. And now they're going to have to watch out for the second player as well. Burt from Sky comes in from behind. Headshots being delivered. And it comes from lobby to Defizer watching Heaven is not really going to be relevant.
Ooh.
Burt from Sky watches the wrong angles as he peeks out. And J.O. is gone big. Great smoke, isolates one of these players, and now they're starting to move in. J.O.'s able to collect one more. Raijin knows that Regali's right in front of him, and that is a clean defense on the retake. Fake Vents has to be very important here, but he's going to get mollied out, and there's not a chance that his teammates can even help him there. J.O. with the frag collected, and that is such a fast presence from K23 onto the site. Problem is, Raz has been able to get a kill with the nade.
Kit on Borop, and only a few flashes and a smoke to get this done, so no mollies to flush out these Ts as they cower in their post-plant positions. J.O. with another headshot, and that's going to be enough for Copenhagen Flames to call this off. They know that their economy's fragile. Good kill from TMB, despite the flash coming in. I'm not going to have a lot of money to work with. That's a huge round from K23.
That's the problem, though, right?
Pressing into Hart might be able to catch someone out towards the lobby. Defizer opens things up with a first, but as the dink's in, it's enough of a fake here for Regali to be able to peek and take two. A man advantage for the first time in a while.
This is also incredibly to dish out clutch after clutch. So many of these instances where K23 shouldn't have been able to win, they've managed to do it. Already behind him. J.O. knows that Regali's showing his presence, but the first player peeks in a little bit too early. J.O., man, this leaves Clapped in a position where he simply can't do anything. Borup finally finds that kill.
Flames playing for the win for K23. They want to take this to overtime just to stay afloat, and TMB and Borup get things rolling with a brilliant double entry. Make that 3. This might be the final nail in the coffin. We might be about...
Yeah, I mean, you can try to be as optimistic as possible, but Clax, it's so devastating to know that they've done it. 16-14 once again. Copenhagen Flames are your champions for the European Development Championship.
Well, an absolutely fantastic series from them. 2-0. We saw a 2-0 from them earlier on today as well. Their run has been incredible, even with the continued...